This is 60 seconds reatomized. I'm gonna jump in. I don't care. We're gonna do the normal difficulty. Fat man. Do Ted. I want to jump in and just not know where things are, so I'm just grabbing whatever I can find in time. Is the timer going? What's happening? There we go. I'll grab the wife. No room. Oh, what? Okay. Water. Shelter? Where's the shelter? There's the shelter. I hate that I can't look down. I just left click. Okay. Okay. Daughter. In the pit. The soup. Mask. I don't see anything else that I need. Okay, a lock. Whatever that does for me. I gotta grab the rest of my family. You. Come here, kid. Gotta go back. I gotta grab the ammo. Go, 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 no! 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 I was like right there, come on! Did it just restart? Did I fail, or is it gonna switch me to... Yeah, okay. That's cool. They can't live without me? Oh, wait, what? Okay, no. It's at the end, but I guess it's just for Ted. Or is this... Nope, that's the end. Okay. Okay, alright, new game again. Jumping right back in. Okay, alright. So I grab the gun. I need food, water. I'm gonna grab the gun and the ammo. And definitely the family. Oh, and they spawn in a different area. Okay, I'm just gonna spam. Camping. Spawn camping him. Grab all of this. Okay, so some of the stuff changed spots, I guess. There's the ammo. That. Oh, Boy Scout book. Okay. What's that? Playing cards. Water. Grab another family member. You. No room. How many spots do you take? He takes 3. Okay. No room for the medkit yet. That's probably 2. Might have to leave my wife behind. No, I'm gonna grab her. And the mask. And the map. Go, go, go. I'm just gonna camp it. I'm gonna camp it. Oh, I could have definitely grabbed something more. Okay, jump. I don't know if you can hear that. That's the Steam achievement noise. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good. There's a bit of water, there's a bit of food, there's a gun and the ammo, there's a map, checkerboard, harmonica playing cards, medkit, gas mask, rat poison or whatever, and the Boy Scout handbook. It's just barely enough water for everyone. We will have to ration it strictly. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Okay, no one eats or drinks on day 1. Got Ted growing a little bit of the stubble. Really weird when you get the feeling that something is watching you. Our shelter is tiny, but this has been bugging us for a while now. We checked all the closets and no one's hiding there. Is there something alive down here besides us? Maybe a rodent of some kind? If so, we need to show it that we are the dominant species in this little paradise of ours. Yeah, we're not firing off the rifle down here. Thirsty. Okay. There's something to smash that furry rodent with. It just disappeared. So did one of our food cans. No! Question is, how did that devil fit it through one of those little holes? Minus 1 soup can. God dang it. Okay, they're all thirsty. That's a whole bottle. No. No one's drinking today. We'll do it tomorrow. Neighborhood's still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk for their health. Mary Jane has been dropping hints that it's a special day for her today. We had to think about it hard, and after eliminating your average festivities, we realized she was talking about her birthday. Means we need to get her a gift. Playing cards, poison, or bug spray. I prefer to call it poison. Or a first aid kit. I'm gonna say the playing cards are the most fun option. Mary Jane loves cards. We thought she might get herself busy with solitaire, but she started doing card readings. For the normal deck of cards? I thought that was supposed to be tarot cards, but alright. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We need to find her something to drink fast. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Are they dehydrated or are they... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I put 3 bottles of water, and it's gonna take 1 to feed them all, or, you know, give them all water. I couldn't do it yesterday. It was too soon. Group of doctors knocking on our door today, requesting some supplies that would be helpful in refilling their first aid kits. We didn't doubt they were the real deal for a second. They did have lab coats and everything. Shall we help them? I don't know. It's a full water bottle? No. No, we'll be left with 1. There's this first aid kits. Like, I'm not trading water for a first aid kit when I have one and I'll have more first aid kits than water. What is this scam? They're not even real doctors. No way we're giving these crooks anything. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Plan to go to Niagara Falls and see those beautiful waterfalls. We never expected to get a waterfall of our own in our shelter. Right now, it seems that half a dozen pipes burst and all that water's pouring right into our bunker. We need to save our supplies. Okay. We're not going to use the map. I think the map is supposed to be important. We use the cards. Sorry, Mary Jane. Happy birthday! And 1 or 2 days later, we're just losing the playing cards to water. We're all about survival and poker games, so it wasn't too surprising when we went after our lucky set of cards first. Not a single card got wet, but plenty of other supplies were submerged. What? After a while, the water level dropped, but the damage it did was quite extensive. We'll have to deal with that. So it gave me the option of using the map or the cards. And when I chose the cards, it took away the map anyways, but I got to keep the cards. So it was either lose the map or lose the map. That's so great. That seems to be doing alright, even though the world has gone to a crappy place. Dolores has not been very talkative. Should we chat with her and find out what's wrong? Yeah. Well, you know, there's kind of... I really wasn't ready for the apocalypse. I really didn't think it was about to happen. Also, that map is still completely usable, but it said we, you know, lost the map. A well-fed person has a chance of recovering from a sickness without any medication. Alright. Talking to Dolores helped resolve some of her issues and doubts. She feels better now. Well, what was she upset about? 7 days in. What's the highly radioactive? Okay. So no one's eaten in like a week at all. Okay, I'll give 1 up. Probably. We've got a bunch of mushrooms growing on one of the walls. They're big enough to be eaten. How about that? Should we prepare a mushroom feast today? No. Mushrooms growing in the wall of the shelter should not be eaten. I don't know anything about the game itself, but I feel like that is just common sense. No longer hungry. They need drinks. Are they all dehydrated now? God dang it. Alright, we're gonna lose another water bottle. Still highly radioactive. No, it has to happen now. It has to happen. We're getting too far in. No. No, I'll hold out. I'm gonna prepare one tomorrow for the next day, because I think maybe that'll be enough time. Plus that should be a good gap with the food and water. Looks like the area is so irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Yeah, let's prepare. There's not much you can do in this tiny bunker. We need to fight the boredom, otherwise someone might feel like going out to admire the radioactive landscape, or something equally crazy like learning about foreign geography. We need to choose something. Gun. I'm real bored. Let's play with the gun. Okay, let's not do that. Let's play with the cards that I managed to save from the leak. Food. Oh wait, no. These are fine for... Okay, these 2 are fine. They need food. I don't need. They want. They will not get, but they want. This is a good day to go outside, stretch a bit, get some fresh, toxic air, maybe scavenge a thing or 2. We could use some extra supplies. That's if we want to survive. I think Ted should go outside. Do I bring the gas mask or do I bring the gun? There's a lot of stuff I could bring, but like, the gun would be important for defense, but the mask would probably help me from getting sick. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. I do have the first aid kit, but I think I'm gonna do the gas mask. Alright, Ted, don't die. Don't die out there, Ted. Don't get RNG'd to death. No one's dehydrated or starving, so skip. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. It seems it's ringing right now. We should send someone to answer it. Alright, little Timmy, go ahead. You got that. Okay, Timmy made it back. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back to us. Hungry and dehydration. Yeah, so definitely the water. And we still have a little bit left. They know it's thirsty, but they want to eat. By the time we stopped wondering about what's going on and started asking questions, or at least listen to some reasonable answers. So how about tuning to a radio station and learning a thing or two about the brave new world? That would be great if I had a radio. Day 14. When's Ted coming back? It's been a few days. Is he okay? Love to eat. Starving. Needs food. It's today or never. Starvation, starvation, hungry. Okay, the 2 kids will eat. Another knock. Is it Ted? Is Ted alive? Oh god. Thirsty, thirsty. Starvation. Alright, so she has to eat tonight. An armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the wastes, and right now she's on a trail of a giant mutated spider. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind. What are you gonna do with that spider, lady? Put it on a leash? She promises that if we help her, she will return the favor another day. Ooh. I kind of need the ammo for my gun. I kind of want to see how that works, though. So, oh well. I'll give her the ammo. Is Ted back? No, where is he? There's no way he's making it back. We're agreed mostly because we're kind of curious what she's planning to do with that spider when she catches it. She doesn't want to say. Maybe one day we'll find out. Okay, they need food and they need water. Dude, if they're dehydrated, this is gonna be bad. Oh my god. Alright, who gets it? Who gets the water? We have 1 bit of water left. Oh god. Okay. Ted better bring back a lot of food and water. Alright, little Timmy's gonna get the water. What's that sound? Oh no, something or someone is below us. It's only reasonable to go and check it out. How about using that manhole in the corner? Didn't know that was... Is there a manhole in the corner? I don't have either of those things anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, they haven't said anything about Ted being dead or, like, you know, likely not coming back or anything like that. So where... Dude. Ted, you can come back now. Water, food, water, food. I can feed them. I can't really give them water. I'm kind of out. Another radio one, so I don't have that, so we're just gonna skip to the next day. God, no one better be dead from dehydration. No one better be dead from dehydration. It sounds like Ted. No! No! Oh my god, no. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. Our expedition exited the shelter right before the airdrops. One of the food drops broke in midair, and now it's raining soup. Luckily for us, a few cans survived the fall, so we got 2 cans of soup and 2 bottles of water. And we got the radio. Our neighbors from another shelter gave us a radio. They said they found it in one of the dropped crates, but they already had a working radio. When Mary Jane found out she is not getting a single drop of water, she got furious. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this, and that she's getting her water one way or another. We are seriously terrified right now. So is she dead, or is she just gone for now? At least she's gone from the shelter. If we only had a few drops of water, we could have avoided what happened. Dolores died of dehydration last night. And Timmy needs food. I only had enough water for Timmy. I had to give it to my boy Timmy. Oh my god. That's horrible. Breakfast, we heard a knock on our door. It was a man with a rather excessive number of arms. He had told us the group was having a hard time finding supplies. Wherever they go, they got shot at first sight and asked questions later. Probably because of their appearance, the friendly mutant presented us with an offer in exchange for some supplies. This folk would escort us on our next expedition and make sure we come back home safely. How much food do we have? 3 cans? Yeah, okay, I'll give him a can of soup. That sounds good. That sounds good. I'm gonna send Timmy out. Well, tomorrow, I guess. What was that? Did the radio static just stop for a moment? Let's try tuning in on that signal. Alright, so I'll do that. Ted has to eat. Tired, thirsty, starvation. Yeah, he's gonna eat. I'll give him a bit of water too. He deserves it after being out there. Some friendly soul on the radio was talking about a supply pack she'd lost during a trip through our town. We immediately realized she must have driven through our street. We rushed out and got to the package before anyone else. 2 bottles of water, 1 can of soup, and 1 thing of ammunition. Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover his strength. He's hungry. Timmy should eat. He's in terrible shape. He needs water. God, did it say 2 bottles? Yeah, 2 bottles of water. Dude, no. We lost half our shelter and now we have water to give out. Oh my god. Alright, Timmy's gotta go outside and I'm giving him the gun. Even though he looks like if he shot the gun, the recoil would send him into the ground or just flying away like a Gmod ragdoll, but we'll trust that he can use it. Now it's just Ted and you. Hungry? Yeah, okay, I'll give him some food. We found an anonymous note next to our shelter door. Whoever wrote it requests that we send one representative to a meeting tonight in a set location. That person must come unarmed. This bit worries us, but the author assures us he or she is friendly and doesn't mean to hurt us. Are we going to send someone to check it out? You could do it, Ted. I believe in you. Don't die, Ted. Okay, looks like you made it back. It's true. It's all true. There really are others just like us. We arrived at the rendezvous unarmed and on time, and we were greeted by a friendly-looking group of survivors. They're being led by twins, a brother and a sister, who seem to be friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. Cool. The easy-looking trader, carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder, paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we can get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. How much soap do we have? Only 2.5. Ooh. We down to 1.5. But it's just gonna be Ted for a few days. Sure, why not? Let's see what's in this bag. Oh, right. We did get this. Sherikov. We did get this when I watched Vinny play. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. Feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down on the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sherikov. Is that its name? Well, we lost a can of soup for that, but that's okay. Ted's hungry, he's rested, and he isn't thirsty anymore though. There we go, there's a little more life in those eyes. We have a working radio, why not use it? Maybe we'll be able to catch a broadcast or two. Yes, sir. Yes, it's gonna be broken when he uses it. It's gonna he turned the dial and broke it off of the radio. We were able to tune in and get rid of just enough static to listen to a very energetic and lively speaker. He seemed well informed and mentioned a few helpful tips that should make it easier for us to survive the next expedition. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. Yeah, this is from like the 50s or 60s, huh? We're good citizens, we've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we... The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign from them. Sure about it. What goes around, give and get back. Just got an achievement. Oh my god! Timmy, are you okay? He's hungry, tired, fatigued, and sick, and he has all these, like, bump-looking stuff on him. Good news, the government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. We found ourselves in front of our favorite bowling alley. We weren't surprised to see that someone placed water bottles instead of bowling pins at the end of the lane. We were sorry to ruin their setup, but we really need that water. So we got 2 more water bottles. We're gonna use the first aid kit on Timmy. He seems like he needs it. Hungry, tired, fatigued, and sick. So he doesn't need water. Of course he doesn't need water now that we're like almost at full capacity of water. He's just hungry and tired and fatigued and sick, but he doesn't want water. Ted wants water. Ted gets water. I'm gonna send Ted out again tomorrow. Alright, so we're out of the first aid. Timmy's very hungry. Timmy needs to rest a bit longer. Timmy was cured though. Okay, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna give him the gas mask again because he's well, we don't want him to get sick like Timmy, so we definitely don't have another first aid kit for that. Just down to Timmy in here for now. Okay, we can't really give Timmy any food. I gotta hold out for a bit. Sherikov sure can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and a trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check that address? Sure. Let's get Sherikov to his rightful owners. Before we reached the end of our street, we were stopped by 2 men wearing dark coats and stylish hats. They rushed toward the cat to pick him up, saying they'd been looking for him for a while now. Supposedly Sherikov belongs to an old lady who's rather fond of it and misses the little guy dearly. Good thing we didn't get too attached to it the last few days. There's one person we truly miss. It's our great Uncle Terry. He used to tell brilliant stories about turtles, elephants, and wizards. It'd be so reassuring to hear one of those stories again, and yet we don't even have a photo of them, just memories. I don't know what that has to do with the Scout Handbook, but I'll click on it, I guess. Bingo! Our Scout Handbook holds more than a ton of knowledge useful in times of apocalypse. There's some photos stuck in between its pages, along with some crosswords. We're saved! I'll give him some water, but yeah, I'm not gonna feed him again. I have too little food. Door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. Remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now he just wants supplies, and he says he will reveal some state secrets to us in return. Yeah, I can give out a bit of water. Sure, I want to hear these secrets. We were generous, so we shared our supplies with him. He tried to make us believe that America has a working space station in orbit, or rather had, since according to that guy, it exploded when the bomb dropped. How convenient. A working space station, what a joker. Probably so hungry and dehydrated, his brain started playing tricks on him. Isn't that the plot of 60 Parsecs, though? I like, looked at it on the Steam store page. That's the only little bit that I know about it. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason that reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out, but who will do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? So was he playing, is he schizophrenic? Was he just playing with the voices? What's good? We played a game and everyone's crossed out except for Timmy. Alright, well, Timmy gets to go check. We marched to Ned's house and found the safe cracked open by the blast. Most of its contents were destroyed, but we still salvaged something out of it. Ned was nowhere to be found. He likely perished in radioactive agony. All told, it was a good day. And we got a first aid kit. Alright. To our surprise, we found Sherikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates? Or kind hearts? Optimism? Or just our stockpile of soup cans? We have no soup cans. Was that Ted? Ted's big return? Yeah, Ted's big return. He's fatigued, hungry, and tired. Oh, we lost the mask. God dang it, Ted. Stretched it around his big head and broke it. When we reached our local police station, we were surprised to find it staffed by police officers. That's an admirable call of duty right there. We couldn't say we knew any of them, but they had uniforms and badges, so surely they are the law in this part of the wasteland. They had plenty of water in their stash. They were acting very nervously and immediately consented to sharing when asked. Then they all started exercising. There was a map laid out on the hood of one of the burned down police cars. The clumsy sign on it read, "The plan to take over the world. A little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time." Someone's gonna have to go back out soon, so I will give Timmy food and water. Hope that he's not fatigued tomorrow. And then I'll send him out. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sherikov found a tiny wire sticking out from the ceiling and pulled it out. Plaster and debris fell on our table, topped off with a big meowing fur ball. What is this thing? Nobody remembers it being there before. The cat might get angry if we take away the wire, so maybe it's best to leave it be. Or should we examine that wire? Yeah, let's examine it. Woohoo! Surely nothing will go wrong. We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck parked in our neighbor's driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them hell and marched back to our bunker. Good day to go outside, stretch a bit, get some fresh toxic air, maybe scavenge a thing or two. We sure could use some extra supplies, that's if we want to survive. Gonna go ahead and have him take the gun. Alright. So he's hungry, but I have one serving left. So I have to make that count. I have to wait a couple days, wait until he's starving and it says like he won't make it another day or whatever, you know. Then feed him, then hope that Timmy comes back in time. We were able to receive another message from the government. The military is preparing a rescue mission. They want all survivors to head to a specific location in the area, then leave a sign that someone is still alive and kicking nearby. The problem is they've provided us with geographical coordinates, but we need a map to find out where we're supposed to be headed. Otherwise, it's just complete gobbledygook. Alright, well, we have a map, so we use it. Quick glance at the map gave us all the information we required. We left them a message in a bottle. The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? Sure. They weren't listening in on us. It was the cat they were interested in. They made a request, too, wanting us to aid them with some of their top secret missions in the future. If we do that, they promise they will extract us to a government safe house full of supplies and donuts. Oh, yeah! It's been a while since we showered. The smell in this tiny shelter is as far from roses as it can get. We had thought of washing ourselves. Too bad we didn't grab any soap along the way, but maybe we can make do with something else. How are we going to shower with ammunition? Or bug spray. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing either of those. Those sound like horrible ideas. Oh god. Oh no, he's falling sick. The world has ended. Who cares about showering? We can get used to it. Adapting shouldn't be hard. It'll be like our camping trip. It will. Oh no, that smell is just terrible. Don't puke. Don't. Suspicious looking stains cover parts of the page. Okay. Something tells me he might have puked. It still hasn't recovered his energy. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Ted looks very weak. He doesn't eat today. It might end really badly. Ted got sick. Okay, he's starving, so let's do that and that. We had some spare ammunition, but now it's gone. We don't know how or when. It must have been misplaced. We need to find it, and soon. That's great. And I don't have the flashlight, so I'm not finding it. It was too dark to find those tiny bullets without a flashlight. They aren't lost. Technically, they're still in the shelter. Technically.
Okay, so he hasn't recovered his energy, but he's recovered from his sickness. There isn't enough food to go around. Even Ted has nothing to eat. So we're out of food. But we have water. Our sorry excuse for a dinner was interrupted by a raspy voice coming from outside, saying, "Wanna buy a rock?" Calmed down when we realized the voice belonged to Old Man Jim, who used to live in our town. Well, at least we think he did. We just never quite figured out where he stayed. We should probably answer his question. It's impolite to keep people waiting like that. Sure, let's answer his question. Let's give him a yes. Okay, Timmy's back, he's sick, and he broke the rifle. That's just great. But he got a can of soup. Old Man Jim was always lovely and friendly to everyone, so of course we opened the door and fulfilled his request. He winked at us and told us the first rock is for free, which we were happy to hear. The proud Ellison Hotel was completely destroyed. Now we know the secret of the restaurant chef. It's tomato soup. No wonder they were a 5-star hotel. One of the luggage bags was filled with a wide array of different flashlight models. Excited, we tried them all, but only one was in any working condition. Okay, so I got a flashlight now that the ammo's gone. That's great. Man, I keep getting everything right after something we needs it or we lose it. I had one of those radio signal interactions and then couldn't do it, and then the next day I got a radio. I needed to give people a map so that they could find their way, and that was like right after my map broke, or maybe it was right before I got the map again. I don't remember, but it was one of those. And then I needed a flashlight to find my ammunition. And so I've lost it, but now I have the flashlight. Timmy is very hungry. Timmy's really tired. Timmy isn't feeling very well. I think we're gonna lose Tim. Our supplies are scarce and our morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in the shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folks from the retirement home. It shouldn't be hard to borrow some of their supplies. They're old anyway, and we need them more, right? Nah, dude, those old folks are probably packing heat. Like, I feel like with this game, you're gonna roll up on those old folks, and they're just gonna pull out the Glock. I don't think I trust it, but, sure, let's do it, man. Oh my god, we got so much food! We are now richer in some supplies, but for some reason I don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. Plus 4 soup cans. Oh my god, he is really bad right now. Okay, I'm gonna give him water. I'm gonna give him both. Okay, so I have to send him out, and I'm gonna send him with the, flashlight, might as well. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let in some fresh radioactive air, we discovered a small suitcase on our doorstep. There was no note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a look inside? No, that's probably a bomb. Timmy, was that you? Timmy, that was a pretty deep-voiced cough for someone who looks like they're probably 10. On our way back from the last expedition, we noticed some drawings on a half-ruined wall nearby. It was a very crude map of our town, and one place was marked with an X. Maybe it's some secret stash of soup. Shall we go and check? Sure. Go ahead, Timmy. The gun wasn't intact before. Let's see. This treasure hunt actually turned out to be fun, despite taking place at a radioactive dump that is our town. More importantly, though, it was successful and we managed to find a small package. Whatever is in it will definitely prove useful. A gun. That seems pretty useful. Government message incoming. We were disappointed to hear that it was not an evacuation date and plan. At least not yet. They said they need us to find a high point near our shelter and make some noise so we're easier to locate. Okay. The end. What? What do you mean? We climbed a small hill at the end of our street and performed a stunning rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner on a trusty harmonica. Let's hope this demonstration of patriotism will steer the soldiers our way. So far, the only audience we got were a couple of very surprised mutant cockroaches, which ran away as soon as we started playing. It was very unwise of Ted to walk right into the hands of a gang of filthy bandits camped nearby. He's not coming back. Yeah, why would he do that? Why would you do that, Ted? Timmy's looking very pale. That's not good. Surviving the apocalypse is no easy task. We can tell you that much. We spent 45 days in our shelter. What? But Timmy's still alive. Don't do this. We made it 45 days. Timmy's done fine on his own so far. How are you gonna end it like that? How are you gonna let it end like that? Timmy's done just fine on his own while Ted's been on expeditions. He's like kept the water, he's gone out, he found a gun, he went out and played the Star-Spangled Banner on a harmonica, but as soon as Ted's dead, which he wouldn't even know, all of a sudden it's too much for him, and it's just not gonna work. Really? Yeah, so that was 60 seconds.
Maybe I'll play that again. I don't know yet. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you around.